Okay. 9:56. Monday, 7th of October. That tree is going to be the next one to come down. Here's one of these little, I don't know what type of tree it is. Let's see, what do we got? We have two trees here that are pretty much kind of growing together. I don't know exactly how I'm going to come in there, but I'm going to figure it out. There's another one here, which is truly dead. Okay. I'm going to try and push that one down with the excavator. So the first one's here is this one. This one is first. Let me go put up the camera. All right, there's a tree. I knew which way it was going to fall, but I didn't get a good enough cut angle. So that one is next. You'll see a tree that's dead right before it I'm going to push, and then one in the background. But first step is to break this one free so I can cut it up. Now I'm going to head over and start up the Kubota. Okay. There we go. All right. You can see here, right there is where the rolled hay was, and I've scooted some out to get it into the field to dry off. There you go. You can see right up here is where I cut down these vines. They used to call them grapevines. I never saw a grape on one. But right there, you can see it going all the way up, and they're all in here, and I'm going to clear those out too. There's one other tree that needs to be done. Plenty of work to do. If you look back down that way, there's a tree. Two things this morning. The app tells me how much fuel's in it and everything else. But here on the left-hand side, you can see through the peephole right there. But shows you that we have fluid. That's the sight glass. And then you can see all the wonderful brand new hoses and the like. And then the all-important check, pretend like it's a VW Bug, my 73 or 4. Make sure that you got the oil. And you can quickly see the fluid. All right. But what I need to do is, guess what? Go back to the house and get the key. So, anyway, let me go get the key. All right. Oh well, Edit, edit, edit. Okay, you can hear acorns and stuff falling. Okay. Here we go. I need to find a place for a camera. I don't know if one would do good right there. I think I may try and put one right there. Right now it's around my neck. Or one right back in the back, looking forward. I don't know. 2. Okay. Okay. I do need to find a place to put my cell phone. Right here. That's where I want it. Alright. So, with that, okay. Key is on. 18.6 hours. It's 10:19. Engine start. Uh-oh. Lost my Bluetooth.
Democrats, how many self-immolations? I was starting to tabulate. And Democrats have self-immolated. They, let's see, at the Supreme Court in Washington, D.C., dead. At the Donald Trump trial in New York, dead. At the Israeli consulate in Atlanta, we don't know because the news media didn't report on it. Democrats are self-immolating like never before. There are people self-immolating that have never.
I do kind of like this radio.
Sure. Well, once you do it once, you probably never go back. Isn't that amazing?
And it's actually running Bluetooth through my phone.
All over the place, too.
Okay.
Usually murdering police officers.
This goes down.
And shooting members of Congress. Congressman Steve.
Oil pressure can go.
You know what?
Pull up on the arm.
Unforgettable deal. Brings people together. Am I right about that? Yes, I am. And
back
nothing
in.
makes a meal unforgettable like the unrivaled quality
the
of
third arm controls the blade.
Steaks. Am I right? You bet I am.
Turning this to the left, it's going to spin me around. That's the front.
Sale at omahasteaks.com. Plus, get another $30
this
off
is the rear.
Plant, because you hang out with me. Their legendary steaks are selected from the very finest grain-finished beef for superior marbling.
Temperature's cold. We got 90% fuel.
In America's heartland. Then each and every steak is
right auxiliaries on, so we can control the thumb
and right now you
claw.
save 50% off site-wide Omaha Steaks and mouth-watering steaks and more at the semi-annual Omaha Steak Sale. Listen, and all you have to do is go to
increasing the throttle,
and
decreasing the AC.
$30 off with the code PLANT.
This is the auto idle, which I don't want to turn on just yet.
That's omahasteaks.com with the code PLANT. Minimum purchase may apply. Visit omahasteaks.com.
All right, here we go.
Yes, sir. Yeah. They're getting crazier and crazier. 10,000 attacks on Jews' college campuses.
You can look, it has, you can see up through 3 windows.
Since the attack, since the massacre in Israel. What is the Democrat Party doing to these people?
There's only one Chris Plant. The Chris Plant Show. News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
Making sense of the news.
There's the old barn. It's older than the barn there in front of us. The one up in front of us was pre-World War II, and Herschel Dunaway, who lived up the road, told me how old it was, and I honestly don't remember. I think 1890 is when the first people settled in that area. The old Womack place. I got to read up on how many hours until I can run at full throttle.
This one's going to Thailand.
And that, wait, did we just hit 1 million reporters stage?
I've gotten a lot better with its stability. Originally, you'll see it scares me nonetheless every once in a while when the tracks go and things aren't perfectly right. All right, let's see. Gonna push back.
Save big on your favorites with the buy 5 or more, save $1 each sale. Simply buy 5 or more participating items and save $1 each with
You
your
should
car.
be able to see the blades.
Fresh for everyone.
When I retire, I plan on being busy.
Okay, there. So now we're up and
I
stable.
might even write a book, but I never
Let me
thought
put
I'd
this
have to
back
plan
on.
being an expert on all things medical. Fortunately, with 75
All right.
years of experience helping Tennesseans, the experts at Farm Bureau Health
So,
Plans answer all my Medicare questions. So no matter what I plan on doing next, I understand all my options. Talk to your local representative or visit fbhp.com. Farm Bureau Health.
I'm gonna be pushing against that right there.
With a Humana Medicare Advantage HMO plan, the $0 premium is just the beginning. Our plans offer a yearly cap on what you pay out of pocket. That means your covered medical costs, including all doctor visits and emergency care, will never go above the maximum out-of-pocket.
It sure it does make life easier.
Learn more at
Now, if you look right there, you can see where I cut. I'm gonna see if I can push this free.
Advantage HMO organization with a Medicare contract enrolled in the Humana plan depends on contract renewal.
Okay, here goes nothing. I summoned the perfect Halloween shopping app. Instacart, Instacart, Instacart. Oh, nice, that downloaded fast. Gummy bears are a must. Can I pull off a pirate costume? Ooh, whiz. Okay, stay focused. 30-foot skeleton, neon
There we go.
doormat, check, check, check.
Right?
And I can get delivery in as fast as 30 minutes? Wicked.
I don't know. I don't think this can grasp it or move very well with it. We'll see.
$10 per order. Service fees, other fees, and additional terms apply.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. An injured worker left me a message that said, probably won't call me back, I'm just a nobody. I called him right back.
Now,
Nobody's a nobody. And no one deserves a better problem than me.
see if I can go backwards.
Morgan said, nobody is a nobody.
There we go. Well,
They took care of me. Thank God that I went to Morgan. Injured? Visit morganpeople.com for an office near you.
At the New College of Nursing, our now approach to nursing education means treating students as humans. We give you the care you're taught to give your patients. And we
Gonna-
to practice.
actually, it's getting warm in here because the heater is working. Okay. Let's rev up the engine. We come here, instrument, eye information, that's on the controls. That's, oh, this display with the monitors running 1880 RPM.
Need inspiration? Shop over for thousands of appetizing ingredients. Get us countless backwater meals with savings beyond low prices. Additional coupons of over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Save big on your favorites with the buy 5 or more, save $1 each sale. Simply buy 5 or more participating items and save $1 each with your car. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Ibotta is a free app that lets you earn cash back every time you shop. You can earn on hundreds of items from groceries to toys to tech. The average Ibotta user earns $256 per year. If you download Ibotta now and use promo code Ibotta10, you can get $5 just for registering. Visit the App Store or Google Play.
Trying to think on how I want to deal with this.
Earning cash back when you use code Ibotta10. That's KUBOTTA.
Okay.
Promo code Kubota10 to get $5 and start earning cash back.
Know the news the minute you wake up.
All right, let me turn around here, edit this.
On WMAL.
This is quite a powerful machine.
Let's grab a phone call. Let's go to the telephones, Mike. Let's go to Phil, calling from Fredericksburg, Virginia. Felipe, you're on the Chris Plant Show.
Hey, Mr. Plant, look, I heard this guy who was protesting poured gasoline on his arm and he set his arm on fire. And what I have to say about that is, where is the dedication? I mean, Joe Biden's dedicated to destroy America. Kamala Harris is dedicated to destroy America. Tim Walz is dedicated to destroy America. Where is the dedication? They don't have to put the gas on just their arm. You're supposed to put the gas all over. I mean, that was just a pitiful display of dedication to the cause.
I couldn't agree more. I think you're 100% correct. Now, Samuel Mena Jr., who set his arm on fire, and it's his left arm. It's not even his right arm. Nobody ever says, I give my left arm for the... You're supposed to say, I give my right arm for the Palestinian, the children of Palestine, because they care very deeply about two things: the children of Palestine and funding Planned Parenthood.
What was the pronouns again?
His pronouns are they and them.
I remember you said the letter this morning they were
Well, that's true. Well, he used they and them. That's true. Yeah, so now his pronouns are and
Okay.
This is the Chris Plant Show.
All right.
News now. WMAL News 11:30. I'm Heather Curtis. The Supreme Court today lets a lower court ruling stand that bars emergency abortions that violate Texas law. The Biden administration had asked the justices to throw out the lower court order, arguing that hospitals have to perform abortions in emergency situations under federal law. Milton rapidly strengthened into a Category 4 hurricane with maximum sustained winds of 150 miles per hour. The National Hurricane Center warns there's an increased risk of life-threatening storm surge and damaging winds for parts of the west coast of Florida starting tomorrow night. Its center would likely make landfall Wednesday in the Tampa area. Traffic and weather next on WMAL.
This report is sponsored by MarylandHomeownership.com. Visit MarylandHomeownership.com to download homebuyer and seller toolkits, roadmaps for your next home journey. The site offers blogs from industry experts and all sorts of home loan programs, including the state's Maryland Mortgage Program. Visit MarylandHomeownership.com.
Here's Steve Hirshorn in the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center.
On I-95 southbound, construction set up the right lane after Fairfax.
At least I'm dragging the tree, okay.
Slow down is right down from Franconia.
Not tried to do this before.
Heading up to Springfield. It's pretty good right now. Right on the Beltway on the outer loop at University Boulevard. And we're working the left lane with the place from Hampshire.
Hey, there we go.
Then you slow it down on the
All right.
from the George Washington Parkway.
That's good.
To the work zone before the toll road along the right. Inner loop of the Beltway is averaging 123 to the construction before Georgetown Pike along the
That's
right
what I
side.
was
Now,
kind of trying to do. Now we're going sideways so we don't have the tree branches hit the brand new Kubota.
70 degrees. I'm Heather Curtis. Sunday Spot 105.9 WMAL.
I'm learning about the trees and getting better with this every day.
Thousands of advertising ingredients that inspire
Making work for Ben come this Wednesday, Thursday.
$100 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavor, big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
I just got a good grasp on it, as you can tell right there, and it tore the branch right off. If you look here, we're moving in reverse, which is actually heading towards the window. This is kind of fun. As a kid, remember the Tonka toys? You got anything like that? What you want to do? And it's like, yeah, I can see doing this. I'm in the AC. It's a pretty day outside. It's good and dry. I'm going to be digging ponds and stuff here later. But I am enjoying this. This is fun. Looks like my fuel went down another notch. This does use fuel, I'll give it that. You can see other trees and stuff where I took care of them. I have the smaller branches so the leaves can die, and plus getting there with Ben to do the work and stuff with the chainsaws. Okay, let's come around here, extend on out, lower, extend, and then open the bucket. There the branch went. Pull the claw back.
Save on a sweet or spooky season with Mars Wrigley and Dollar General. Get more of the sweets you love, like Snickers,
turn around here. There's the rear.
2 24 to 40 count bags of Halloween variety candy for just $10. Only at your AG.
Need inspiration? Shop Kubota for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals with savings beyond low prices. Additional coupons with over $6
All right.
and up to $1 off per gallon of the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings.
Earlier back when I edited, I forgot to pull up on the third arm. There's one arm for rotation and pulling back the arm. Here for the curl and roll and to lift the major arm, then that one to set down the right in front, the blade. And I left the blade on and tried to back out, and this thing's strong enough to dig, heavy enough. So that's what it did.
Visit morthepeople.com for an office.
WMAL, making sense of the vote, because elections have consequences. Download the WMAL app to stream us for free.
And on top of everything else, there's another giant hurricane gathering in the Gulf of Mexico. Between the Yucatan Peninsula and Cuba, making its way toward Florida, the west coast of Florida, Tampa, apparently the target of Hurricane Milton.
I think I want to turn around.
That's not a good name for a hurricane. You shouldn't give hurricanes names like Milton, because there's never been anything ferocious named Milton before. Milton. That's a little...
I want to get the heavier weight on the front, the direction I'm going to be heading.
TV commercials.
Okay. So let me turn on around.
The ad executive that came up with Milton the toaster. Yeah, I know. What are you going to do? Yeah. Right, he told the story. He had like 3 months, 4 months to come up with Milton the toaster, so he went on vacation to the islands in the Caribbean with his family for months, and then he came home and he had a presentation to make at like 10 o'clock that morning, and he still had nothing at 8 o'clock. Went into the kitchen, slapped around the toaster, and said, all right, he caught Milton, and he brought in the toaster under his arm, said, here's what I got. He was a fun guy. So listen, back to Hurricane Milton. Milton strengthens again, now a Category 4 hurricane aiming at Florida. It is a gigantic hurricane, and they're talking about massive winds and the tidal surge of 12 feet to 14 feet, and all of that, of course, would be horrible and terrible. Florida looking at getting another one, and this one worse than the last one, at least for Florida. Hurricane Milton, and officials in Tampa, which was hard hit by Hurricane Helene, are now racing to remove the household debris left by Helene before those items are swept into the air by the force of Hurricane Milton. Tampa Mayor Jane Castor said the city's biggest concern is removing the debris before it will become flying objects. That is hurricane season goes till the end of November.
That unfortunately appears to be.
Now you may be aware that there's been a good deal of controversy having to do with FEMA and the Biden-Harris administration's management of FEMA money, because the Biden-Harris administration has done a terrible
that is
job.
the weight of the tree causing
Hundreds
that.
of millions, no, more than $1 billion. More than $1 billion to fund illegal alien relocation and accommodations and food and everything else. And then and they bragged about how they're using FEMA money to spread illegal aliens around the country. And then when you call them on it later, and then they came out and said, God, with FEMA, we don't have any money left. And you say, well, you don't have any money left because you're using it on illegal aliens. And then they scream at you and yell at you and call you a conspiracy.
See what that's doing? Can I break that off?
Stuff, because the Democrat Party, and that includes the news media, a bunch of crazy people, just nuts. All right, now let me go to this one here. Because Alejandro Mayorkas, the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security, and FEMA shouldn't be under the Department of Homeland Security, and Secret Service shouldn't be under the Department of Homeland Security. And in fact, we shouldn't have the Department of Homeland Security because that's a third world sort of thing. But that said, let me get to Alejandro Mayorkas, because he was talking about it in January. Well, let me go to this one first. He explained that we're meeting with the Hurricane Helene. You know, we're meeting the needs of the people with the money that we have available.
Okay. Let me drop this and see if I can do some more tearing, possibly.
We do not have the funds. FEMA does not have the funds to make it through the season.
FEMA does not have the funds to make it through the season. And he's talking about this hurricane season that we're in right now. And now here comes another giant hurricane, Hurricane Milton, right? And he just said we don't have the money. Didn't he just say we don't have the money. We don't have the funds to make it through this hurricane season. And now comes another giant hurricane. Alejandro Mayorkas in 2023, January of 2023, the onslaught of illegal aliens was gigantic. And he said that we're using FEMA money to relocate all the millions of illegal aliens that we welcomed in through our open border.
FEMA is providing emergency food and shelter program funds to help cities around the country recover.
Gonna go to auto idle.
Non-citizen arrivals.
The non-citizen arrivals, that's illegal aliens. Go ahead and use the government language. It's okay. You're the government. Isn't that amazing? Non-citizens are January 23 using FEMA money, right? And then in June of this year, they lied to us again.
FEMA is tremendously prepared. This is what we do. This is what they do. And the key here, Rebecca, is also to make sure that the communities who are potentially impacted are prepared as well. And it's not just hurricanes and wildfires, also extreme heat, which certainly some parts of the United States are already experiencing.
Ah, yes, in June. Yeah,
Popping off the latch.
Remember, it's real hot in Death Valley. Why do you think they call it
Take
Death
off
Valley?
the headset, stop
Just
recording
curious
for a
whether
minute.
You know about that. So as well, we don't have the funds, and we're spending money on illegal aliens. We learned more than $1 billion. And his pronouns.
Okay, this is where I think I left you. We're in the same spot. Oh, heard the engine go. Let me kick off the auto idle, because you can tell that I'm new at this. Matter of fact, we come here, I have exactly a little 18 hours in this thing, because it had an hour, I think, maybe. But anyway, be that as it may, let me pull up and this in. We'll go do a look around.
And she's got her pronouns
and
beneath her in the frame. And this is
this topic was intersecting, I think, with a number of other topics
Alright, gonna pull up on the, well, I'm gonna go back into position so you can see. There's the front. We're zeroed, pulling up to get that the way we want it. I'm gonna spin back around.
Now, her pronouns are she, her.
I went over, grabbed the chainsaw, and made 2 cuts.
Tyler Atkins, who I played before, they.
Right there.
I'm getting text. That was the
And
dude.
right there.
Yeah, that was the dude. That was
And I
the
did that, brought the mule back. See the mule? With the chainsaw. The MS251C is a great saw.
And they don't have to explain why.
It has what I used to, it's an easy start, but I used to call it the girly start. And to be honest with you, I need the girly start. I don't, but let's just say it's a lot easier on me.
I don't, none of them self-immolate today. But if they do decide to do that, I hope they do it right.
Oh, gotta get the auto set there.
You're listening to the Chris Plant Show. News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
Making sense of things.
5% of cyclones proven to withstand water casting fire, weather, and increased temperature. They have been most periodically. Hard cyclones and Joseph are 10 million miles away. See the problem? James Harden.
Hopefully you can catch that. Now I'm headed this way. There's the front of the machine. I tend to like using these handles for control. I don't know exactly why, but it's how I prefer. Plus the mode I set this in, I don't know, I think it's pattern A. I forget what he said to use because I'm left-handed, but I guess one mode is for a backhoe and the other's for the whatever the new standard is. Some sort of ANSI or SAE standard, something like that, or Euro. Okay, let's see if I can set the blade down. Blades down. See if I can rotate this. Okay. All right. Let me pull the blade up so I can move and see if I can go forward. Right up into here. And set this down. Woohoo! Okay. Alrighty. I'm right here. Okay. The reason I'm doing this is so I can use this as a step. I'm gonna put down the blade, I'll show you. All pressure off it. Auto idle.
Need inspiration? Shop Kubota for thousands of appetizing ingredients.
And I do that so I have a step.
Savings beyond and up to $1 off per gallon of the pump. So you can get big flavor and big savings. Fresh for everyone.
We've locked in low prices to help you save big so what? We're locked in low prices to help you enjoy.
Okay. I guess this retirement thing isn't too terribly bad. Beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky. Coming right back up here to the old grapevine. Okay. Right. You know, these chainsaws, I remember we carried a 5-gallon can and I would fuel them up. I'd sharpen the chains when they needed in the field, but not anymore. I'll show you that. I already have a video on me sharpening the chains. I'm gonna take some of these back and sharpen the ones I got at home because I ran out. I'm using a new one right now and doing my best not to catch a rock. Okay, what am I looking to do? Yeah, I see what I'm looking to do. I'm gonna try and grab that. Oh, national anthem. It must be 11 o'clock. Look at that, 11 o'clock. Okay. Milton's a Category 5 hurricane, they're saying. Okay. I have turned this to 45 degrees, and if you see here, I have the entire tree lifted up so I can saw it with the chainsaw. I'll see if I can do some chainsaw with this thing on. I may have to set up, I'm going to set up another camera and other stuff for you in the future. But, okay, right, I'm going to go into idle, auto idle.
The first anniversary of the Hamas
And then,
on southern Israel is being observed across the region with plenty of
come on out.
The mood is one of reflection and trauma.
Ron Elwood with the Jewish Community Relations Council of Greater Washington says the heightened security at City
Okay. Got this. Oops. Lever. Okay, I still have battery on the camera. Let's see how well I can do this. Obviously, the tree gets heavier as you get farther down. Oh, come on, start for me, man. Oh. All right, here we go. Okay. I was debating on whether to cut that piece off and figured I would so I could have practice on maneuvering. But I didn't think it was going to do that, but okay. All right. Let's hop back in, and yes, I wasn't wearing gloves for safety. Nor am I wearing hearing protection, nor am I doing other stuff. And I don't got a hard hat on. Alright. But now, I'm back in the safe space. Assuming something doesn't catch on fire, but if it does and I need to get out, they give you a smash the window tool.
Boulevard with the roadwork there in the west lane. Then the outward slows on the Virginia side of the airport.
All right.
Bridge from the George Washington Parkway down towards the
Engage.
right lane. Again, the roadwork 95 southbound is free.
Auto.
Frank Cummings, Springfield.
Off.
To the construction. This side
Down we go.
to the right lane. Now from garage to repair.com.
Every time you get out and kick this off, you got to re-engage the auto thumb. But that's not a problem. Okay, we're up. Lift this up. Going backwards. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. Okay. Hopefully you can see right ahead. We got the whole log. Putting down the blade so I can push out farther, trying to get it back in there. I'll be digging in that ditch at some point in the future. What year, I'm not certain. Okay, picking the claw off, bucket up, bucket back. Bucket back, up, back, blade up, back up. See how this thing rocks. I'm getting more and more used to it. Oh, I didn't realize there was an election every 2 years in November for federal, right? That is. Boy, oh boy. It's amazing what I forget. There's a correct answer. I voted for the other side. Works every time it's tried. That's what it was in a Bob Hope movie many years ago. They wanted to wake him. They needed him to do something. And they said, well, what shall I tell the president? And he said, tell him I voted for the other side. I always thought that was, oh, okay, that was a great line. I think that was a 1954 truck Chevrolet.
People on the West Coast.
You ever realize the election coming up is going to be the last one that we're ever going to have? Is it just me? Oh, every election is most consequential in my life too. I hear democracy is in risk. Oh my God. Yeah, just like it's been the last 4 years, right? The world's come to an end. Batteries at yellow. I may have to go take a break. I thought we weren't binary anymore.
You have a system of contract. That's why, as I say to you all, the snapshots and the sound bites are so great. Campaigns are pictures and sound bites. People are busy. They've got kids. They've got tutoring with the kids after that. They've got things. They've got businesses to run. They've got small businesses. They've got appointments they've got to make. They've got to get to the doctor. Some of them are dealing with cancer.
See, what I'm trying to do is get on the other side, but I'm trying to get that thumb to grab right there, put maximum pressure on the limb to squeeze it together, and I think it just broke. Right, let's try and turn it this way. Raise the blade. And start going down the field. It's the radio I'm making gestures for.